Tesler's law says that every task or product has a certain amount of complexity built into it. That complexity cannot just disappear. It has to go somewhere. Either the system handles it or the user does. You may be wondering, why does Tesler's law matter in UX? That's because every design decision is a trade-off. If you design thoughtfully, the system takes on most of that complexity, so the user doesn't have to. Things feel smooth, clear, and easy to complete. If you ignore it, that complexity shows up in the interface. And that's when users get confused, frustrated, or give up altogether. To avoid this, you can approach your design decisions with Tesler's law in mind. Start by identifying where the complexity naturally lives. Some tasks are just complicated, like filing taxes or managing medical records. The goal is not to remove the complexity entirely, but to better support your users through it. Setting expectations is a great way to do this. For example, H&R Block shows users that are about to file their taxes a checklist of what documents to gather before they start. It helps them get ready instead of surprising them later. A second approach is breaking complicated tasks into small, digestible chunks. TurboTax breaks long tax forms into approachable sections that allows their users to focus on one section at a time without feeling overwhelmed. Next, look for places where the system can carry more of a load. That might look like automation, like auto-filing known information or setting helpful defaults. Or it could mean offering contextual guidance, like tips for new users or just-in-time onboarding support when using a new feature. Figma does this with tooltips to introduce some of their features when most helpful, such as pointing out the contrast checker to new users when they're choosing colors. Finally, make any remaining complexity feel simple. Some of it will still exist behind the scenes, but the interface shouldn't force users to deal with it. Think about your favorite design tools. There's a lot happening in the background. Position calculations, rendering designs, managing real-time collaboration. But the interface keeps it simple so that you can focus on designing. Now that you understand Tesler's law, when applying it, be careful not to oversimplify. Automating everything might sound helpful, but it can backfire. Users may feel like they've lost control or start to question whether they can trust the system. Also, remember to talk to your stakeholders early. If you're shifting complexity onto the system, make sure the team understands the trade-offs. For example, automation that slows things down might not be worth the extra effort and complexity shift. Lastly, always test with real users. What feels simple to researchers and designers might not be simple for the people we're designing for. The only way to know is to observe how they interact with it. Tesler's law does not mean everything has to be simplified. It reminds us to be intentional about who carries that complexity.
Thanks for watching. If you want to see more of our UX videos, take a look at these over here and consider subscribing to our channel. On our website, nngroup.com, you can access our free library of over 2,000 articles. You can also register for one of our UX courses that offer live, hands-on UX training.